Meet Chantel Ray. She's the name, motivation, and skill behind a multi-million-dollar real estate company, a company that has been named as one of the fastest growing in America. To date, she has 130 employees and 5 locations.
We are growing at about 35 to 40% every single year that we've been in business, so it's really been exciting.
Years ago, Chantel was struggling with an entry-level job and a meager salary. Her definition of success then was having enough food and a roof over her head.
I was a youth pastor. I made $9 an hour for only 20 hours a week, but I worked like 60 hours a week. I was just putting literally groceries on my credit card at that time because I just was making so little amount, I just couldn't make it.
After several years of charging her living expenses and only paying minimum payments, Chantel was $10,000 in debt and maxed out on credit.
That's when I really started to panic because I couldn't use my credit card for gas and groceries and things that I needed.
During this difficult time, Chantel heard a message at church on the biblical principle of tithing.
My immediate reaction when they talked about tithing was like, I just can't do it right now. Maybe when I make more money, that makes sense.
But months later, Chantel was still counting pennies and worried about not being able to pay her rent. She was desperate enough to try tithing.
So I finally got to the place where I was like, okay, God, I'm just gonna go all out and test you to see if you are really true in this area.
The next Sunday, as she was getting ready for church, she wrote a $30 check for the offering.
I was like, please, God, let this go through, because I didn't really even know what the balance was at the time, but I was like, you said test me in this, so I'm just gonna try it.
The very next day, she received a $300 refund check from her utility company in the mail.
And I was just like, wow, God really did provide.
Chantel continued to tithe faithfully. It wasn't long before she received another financial breakthrough.
So I was talking to my aunt a few days later, and she was just like, I just decided that I want to pay off that $10,000 credit card.
Chantel was elated by her aunt's generosity, but she says the gift was followed by another challenge from God. While listening to a podcast about tithing 90%, Chantel felt God was telling her to do the same.
And I was thinking, I just made the commitment to start tithing. Now you want me to give 90% away? So I said, you know what? God, if this is what you're laying on my heart, I'm gonna do it. And so I was like, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna increase my tithe by 3% every year.
6 months later, Chantel received a job offer that doubled her annual salary. Then in 2005, Chantel's income had another dramatic increase when she launched a career in real estate.
I sold more houses in Hampton Roads than anyone else for that first year as Rookie of the Year. And everyone just referred me business. It was just such a blessing.
The rest of Chantel's success story can be read in the bottom line of her own real estate company, launched in 2012. Chantel says that she gives all the credit for her success to God.
So there's a verse in 1 Samuel 3:20 that says, those who honor me, I will honor. It's just about honoring God with your money. It's really a matter of reaping and sowing, and we just keep giving and he keeps giving back.